All right, and we are ready to go.
And this is dedicated for the holidays. Even though it's March, but Christmas will be here in 9 months, unfortunately. That's how long it takes for a woman to get knocked up and have a brat on her stinky, smelling twat. That's getting this video off to a good start when that's not even quite what it's about. But oh god, the people watching this will turn it off already in disgust. And some people can be such snowflakes. But anyway, Zach was a Jew, and he lived in St. Louis Park, which is also known as St. Jewish Park. And he really hated Christmas with a passion. And he felt that Christmas was nothing more than a load of shit. Zach couldn't stand Christmas because he had no friends and no family to spend it with. And then on Christmas, they shut the whole state down to marginalize those who don't have any friends and family to spend it with. Meanwhile, Zach had an uncle who lives in Florida. So he told him that he could move there, and he told him that he would be happier because there are a lot more Jews in Florida. Zach wasn't so sure because he felt that the weather there might be too fucking hot out, as he couldn't even stand the summers in Minnesota because the weather was too fucking hot. Uncle Ben told Zach, "The weather in Florida is perfect most of the time, and it never gets hot in the winter, and your blood will thin and the heat won't bother you." Is that true or a bunch of fucking bullshit?
Of course it's not true.
Well, so anyway, Zach believed everything that he was told, so he decided to move to Florida. Apparently, he never bothered to go on the internet to check to see what the dew point is there. Uncle Ben lived in Century Village, which is a retirement community where a lot of old and obnoxious Jews live. And then people might touch snowflakes. He's anti-Semitic. No, I'm part Jewish. But anyone should be as long as they're not hateful towards it. But the Jews who live there, those hardcore New York Jews. And it didn't take long for Zach to realize that Florida was a fucking cesspool of fucking shit, as he realized that most of the people there are a bunch of fucking assholes. Uncle Ben was too cheap to use the air conditioner, and Zach would put on the air conditioner, and Uncle Ben would turn it off, and he said, "You ain't paying for my electric bill, you little fucking prick." And while Zach said, "I can't stand this heat, you cheap motherfucker." And then an old lady who lives in Century Village approached Zach, and she told him, "So I heard that you can't stand it here. And I just found out that my husband, who is 81 years old, is gay." And Jeff said, "So?" And she said, "My husband will buy you a plane ticket to move back to St. Jewish Park if you are willing to let him fuck you in the ass." And Zach said, "You don't mind him being gay?" And she said, "Please let him fuck you in the ass. Can you give him one last throw before he croaks?" Zach often fantasized about getting fucked in the ass, but the thought of getting fucked in the ass by an 81-year-old man seemed kind of yucky. But he was going to buy him a plane ticket, so he agreed to let him. But the old man got a piece of fecal matter on his dick, and it really stank. And the old man refused to buy Zach the plane ticket.
Oh.
This caused Zach to slip into a deep depression, and he felt like killing himself, but he decided to start huffing air duster instead. But this caused him to get addicted to it, and it caused him to do all kinds of fucked up things. And one day he decided to take laxatives while huffing air duster, and he took off all his clothes and he walked around Century Village naked. And while he was shitting out diarrhea, he was rubbing it all over himself, and he was throwing his shit at people, and then someone called the fucking police. This sounds like something that G.G. Allen would do.
I was thinking that too.
Zach was given a choice between going to prison or going to a rehab center, so he picked rehab. So he was able to be clean and sober until Christmas Eve, because Christmas is a load of fucking shit, and he was feeling such a deep feeling of hopelessness and despair. So he started huffing air duster again, but this time he got a visit from Santa Claus. Santa Claus told Zach, "I will give you some nice presents and a plane ticket to go back to St. Jewish Park, but you need to let me fuck you in the ass." And Zach said, "Oh no, here we go again." But Zach let Santa Claus fuck him in the ass, And sure enough, he got a piece of fecal matter on his dick, and Zach started crying. My shit stinks and I wish I was dead. And Santa said, the smell of your shit really turns me on. And besides, I fuck Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in the ass, and I get a piece of fecal matter on my dick all the time. So Santa Claus gave him a plane ticket and a nice present, but it was wrapped. And Santa told him not to open it until he gets home. Well, while he was going through security at the airport, a TSA agent noticed that his present was vibrating and making a ticking sound. So with their hands trembling, a TSA agent grabbed Zach's package and held it up to his ear, and they said, "This motherfucker has a bomb." So they abrasively pulled him aside, and they found out that Zach was carrying a thing called the Shitachi Magic Wand, which is a plastic penis that had hemp and other organic oils in it, that when you stick it up your ass, it will not only give you a fantastic orgasm, it will cause your shit not to stink. The TSA agents decided to strip search Zach, and they stuck their fingers up his asshole, and they got their fecal matter on their fingers, and they were so rude and insulting because his shit stank. Zach told the TSA agent, "Let me stick my fingers up your assholes, I bet that your shit stinks." And they were so triggered, and they started beating the shit out of him, no pun intended. Then Santa Claus showed up. And Santa Claus showed up with an AK-47, and he blew those motherfuckers away. And Zach asked Santa, "How am I going to get home?" And Santa said, "I will take you home." Then Zach told Santa, "I want you to take me to Skokie, Illinois instead of St. Jewish Park." And Santa said, "Why do you want to live in Skokie?" And Zach said, "Because there's a lot of Jews in Skokie." And Santa told Zach, "There's plenty of Jews in St. Jewish Park." And Zach said, "The Jews in Skokie are much better, and besides they have the Skokie Swift Railroad in Skokie. And trains are fucking cool. And they don't have trains for people to ride in St. Jewish Park, so fuck that." But then Santa said, "Do you know that they are started building the Green Line extension and trains will be going through St. Jewish Park?" And Zach said, "When will that happen?" And Santa said, "The trains will start running in 2023. And Zach said, "I don't want to wait that long. Fuck that shit." No pun intended. Santa took Zach to Skokie. As soon as he got there, he took the Shitachi Magic Wand and he stuck it up his asshole while he masturbated. And that did not just cause him to have the best orgasm that he ever had, but he got a piece of fecal matter on it, and he held it right up to his nose, and it smelled just like a rose garden. And he was so happy. Zach opened up his very own business in Skokie, which sells pornography, including the Shitachi Magic Wand, and he decided to call his store the Victory Against Satan Porno Shop. Because the Shitachi Magic Wand was causing shit not to stink anymore. And people were getting fucked in the ass. And guys got pieces of fecal matter on their dick and they enjoyed it because their shit smelled like a rose garden. And this caused people to be happy because their shit no longer stank. And this did not sit too well with the FBI and the CIA because they are controlled by Satan, especially when people started ordering the Shitachi Magic Wand. When people in Saudi Arabia who were ordering it. And Saudi Arabia is a shithole country. It's the most shithole country in the whole world, worse than Haiti. And people started saying, sex is wonderful. But that did not sit too well with these theocratic, authoritarian, fascist, tyrannical government of shit. I mean, the government of Saudi Arabia. So the FBI raided Zach's porno store, and they sent him to Guantanamo Bay to be tortured for allowing people to experience a feeling of freedom. And as I said, we have only won the battle, but it's going to take a lot more to win the war against Satan, that bad motherfucker. Then a spaceship arrived as Zach ships out to the kingdom of David Carradine, which is a happy place because it smelled like a rose garden when someone took a shit. But then it started to stink when people took a shit in the kingdom of David Carradine, and it was all the fucking corrupt, authoritarian fucking scum on earth to infect the kingdom of David Carradine with excrement that stank. So David Carradine sent space aliens to invade Earth and blow it up, but to those who refused to be assholes got to experience shipping out to the kingdom of David Carradine. And in case you never heard, David Carradine croaked at the exact same moment that yours truly was diagnosed with Asperger's, and David Carradine was a kung fu actor. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. And the end. Don't turn it off. How many minutes is it?
10:16.
We got about 4 minutes.
Okay. Well, I really like that, and it was funny. And I think it would be really nice if someone with a wife and cunt droppings would read that story to his family on Christmas Eve while they were sitting around the Christmas tree.
Or having Christmas dinner.
Oh yeah, and that would and the kids would go to sleep, anticipating Santa's visit if they wanted to get fucked up the ass. Yeah.
Oh God, that might trigger a lot of snowflakes.
Oh, I think it would. Well, that's the whole idea, isn't it? Yeah. So we have how many minutes until it says what?
Well, what does it say?
11:04.
You got about 3.5 minutes left.
14 until when it says 14 minutes, right?
Well, it can go up to about 14:30 something.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that. And I like the part about Century Village, but you should have mentioned that they also call it Cemetery Village because that's where old fucks go there to croak.
Yeah,
You forgot that.
Yeah, there's not enough time to cover everything.
I know that.
That is a good idea.
Now, is Uncle Ben gay or straight?
Is what?
Was Uncle Ben gay or straight?
Uncle Ben, well, I don't know. I didn't think about that.
Because you could have elaborated on that. That could have been very interesting.
It was that other guy who wanted to fuck Zach in the ass, not Uncle Ben.
Yeah, I know that. I know that woman's husband who was gay, and even though she was married to him. Yeah. I guess he got pissed off because he got fecal matter on his dick and it stank.
Am I in the video good?
Yeah, you're pretty good. But I don't think Santa Claus was too upset about getting fecal matter on his dick because he was used to it from fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer up the ass and getting fecal matter on his dick. But I'm wondering if there is a difference between human shit smell and reindeer shit smell.
I don't know. I never smelled reindeer shit.
Neither have I.
What's the time?
12:30.
You got 2 more minutes.
Okay. Yeah, that would be interesting. You could always make it art ooh and talk about reindeer stuff like reindeer shit versus human shit.
If I could think of that, but I can't think of anything right now. I guess it stinks because of Satan.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Maybe some other feedback on the other one were about Archie Sheldon getting to meet Archie Bunker. What's the differences between these two spoken words and the similarities?
Well, the similarity is that they're both a fantasy, but they're based on reality.
That sounds like the Queen song Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, okay. I never thought of that.
They mentioned that in the song.
Oh, okay.
And one
Oh, is it just fan? Okay, right. Now I'm understanding completely. Okay, yeah. The difference is there weren't. The imitations of the voices were really elaborated on in the first one because you were imitating Archie and Edith.
What's the time on there?
13:46.
45 seconds left.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember everything I can remember.
Yeah. So those are the main differences and similarities. And another similarity is it was about traveling from one state to another, and it is now 14:04. So I'm thinking it's time to quit this, right?
Yeah, as long as you get under 15.
Oh, okay. All right. You have it up to 15. Okay, so yeah, that's a similarity too.
Be on the safe side, don't pass too far past or 10.5 minutes.
Okay, and also there was a good amount of swearing in both, which is funny, and penises and shit were mentioned. And
oh God, now there's so many things I want to mention, and I'm almost out of fucking time.
I know, we are, okay.
People don't listen anymore when you swear. I wanted to get into that.
Yeah.